I'm Barbel.
Hi, I'm Marcel.
We've been to our local hydroponics store and we found the people there very knowledgeable and helpful.
After reading the books they recommended and picking their brains a little, we were so impressed that we took the plunge.
So come along with us as we show you step by step how we turned our spare room into our own state-of-the-art hydroponic grow room.
So let's go upstairs and clean the room and sterilize it with a mild bleach solution.
Okay.
We'll farm the land each day, and in the sunshine we will play. Glory, glory for the day, our tears have gone.
Hydroponic gardening is not a new science. It is used widely for commercial food and plant production around the world. The same technology is now available to the home hobbyist. Anyone with a little extra space, no matter how small, can easily grow year-round indoors.
A mild bleach solution consists of a quarter cup of bleach in a gallon of water.
The biggest growth limiting factor in an indoor garden is lighting. Metal halide and high-pressure sodium are in a group of lights called high-intensity discharge, or HID.
Metal halide lights emit a blue-white spectrum, ideal for vegetative growth.
High-pressure sodium emits a warmer spectrum for flowering.
To obtain optimum results, Marcel and Barbel have chosen 1000-watt metal halide and 1000-watt high-pressure sodium.
These lights should always be wired by a qualified electrician.
The lamps are being installed horizontally on a circular light mover. This allows them to achieve maximum intensity, minimum shading, while keeping plants from growing toward a stationary light source.
Make sure the mounting surface is perfectly level.
A good quality grounded timer will ensure the plants receive the same amount of light each day.
Resist the temptation to look in on your garden during the dark cycle.
Always screw in the lamp from the base and remove your fingerprints with rubbing alcohol.
To further increase light intensity, Marcel and Barbel have covered the walls with mylar, which reflects up to 98% of the light. They find it more comfortable to wear sunglasses. In a controlled environment agriculture system, or CEA, all of the growth limiting factors must be kept in check, any one of them being the possible weak link in the chain.
The main growth limiting factors are
Light,
temperature,
humidity,
CO2,
water,
nutrient,
oxygen,
and pH.
Temperature, humidity, and carbon dioxide can easily be controlled with an adequate ventilation fan.
Plants will thrive under these conditions.
Warm, humid air is exhausted, while fresh CO2-rich air is brought in with a squirrel cage fan connected to a timer. The plywood supports the fan and keeps out unwanted light.
a cardboard box makes a good light barrier.
A minimum maximum thermometer and a hygrometer tell you how often to exhaust.
Air circulation ensures healthy plant motion and good CO2 distribution.
Marcel and Barbel will later upgrade to an automated CEA system. At this time, they will add CO2 enrichment to help their plants reach the maximum growth potential. Now that the environmental factors are in order, they'll begin to assemble the garden. Let's start with this expandable drip irrigation system. The 4 outer containers are placed in a slightly elevated position for gravity drainage. Drain lines are installed. Next, the growing containers are inserted. The haydite growing medium has already been rinsed to eliminate dust particles.
Black containers, fittings and tubing are used because
Water and light equal algae.
The main feed line, or header, will carry nutrient solution from a submersed pump to smaller lines and then through the drip emitters. The solution gently filters through the porous medium and back to the reservoir to be recirculated. Marcel and Barbel chose this coarse medium because of its ability to retain water and nutrient with plenty of airspace. A bubbling curtain connected to an air pump and the submersible nutrient pump are then lowered into a 15-gallon reservoir.
the larger the reservoir, the more stable the nutrient solution.
As they assemble the flood and drain table, the advantages of this simple multi-plant system will become obvious. The heavy-duty plastic grow tray is placed on a slight grade to ensure complete drainage to the sunken well. A mushroom siphon valve drains the table quickly and prevents overflow. The submersed pump is connected to the well with a short header tube and cycled up to 4 times a day with a digital timer.
One valve eliminates the need for multiple drippers.
Over a 5 to 10 minute period, the table is flooded to the 1-inch level. When the timer shuts the pump off, the flow is reversed back through the pump.
Ebb and flow systems work great with many mediums.
The heavy-duty construction of this NFT tube garden, along with its versatility, makes this hydroponic system as popular with home hobbyists as it is with commercial growers. The 50-gallon reservoir supports the 6 grow tubes placed on a slight grade for gravity drain.
The 6-inch tubes provide an excellent root environment.
The header tube from the pump continues through the grow tube, supplying nutrient to each plant from smaller feeder lines.
Misting nozzles may be used in place of feeder tubes for aeroponic conversion.
Individual drain lines carry the solution back to the reservoir. The roots grow down through the mesh pots, forming a mass in the bottom of the tube. The solution trickles over these roots, allowing a perfect balance of oxygen and nutrient solution. Thus, NFT, or nutrient film technique.
In deep water culture, the roots are suspended in the solution.
For growers with limited space, this self-contained hydroponic system makes use of both drip irrigation and aeroponic technology. In Marcel and Barbel's Growroom, they'll use it to isolate incompatible plants or plants with different nutrient requirements. This type of garden is often sold as a complete kit, making it popular for beginners.
A 400-watt light covers a 4x4 area.
Aeroponic multi-plant propagators initiate root growth and stem cuttings faster than any other known method. It can also be used as a complete herbs and greens garden.
The blue-white spectrum initiates root growth.
This vertical herbs and greens garden makes use of aeroponic misting to feed up to 46 plants at once, taking up very little floor space. One-inch rockwool cubes containing seeds or stem cuttings are inserted into the walls of the root misting chamber.
Light movers provide even distribution on vertical gardens.
In this garden, this lovely garden, I build a temple of love. Walk with the Father, won't be a bother to touch the earth as it was. We'll farm the land each day, and in the sunshine we will play. Glory, glory for the taking, our tears had gone away. We'll make love in the shade, and in the ocean we will bathe. Little fishes in the sea say hooray. I built this garden for us. I built this garden for us. I built this garden for us.
After filling the reservoir with tap water, it's time to add nutrient and pH balance the solution. pH, or potential hydrogen, refers to the acid or alkaline level of the solution. Marcel and Barbel will use an electronic digital pH tester for ease and accuracy of daily pH checks.
Nutrients are best available to plants in this pH range.
With 7 being neutral on the pH scale and most tap water being slightly more alkaline, phosphoric or nitric acid is added to lower the level. pH is an important growth limiting factor.
Litmus paper or liquid indicator solution may also be used to check pH.
Although different plants may have slightly different nutrient requirements, they will generally take what they need from the nutrient solution. Nutrient elements can be bought separately and measured in exact amounts or in 2-part liquid concentrate form. The amount of dissolved solids or salts in the solution indicates the nutrient strength. The more nutrient salts in the solution, the better it will conduct electricity. Therefore, we use an electrical conductivity meter.
Too much nutrient in the solution will burn your plants.
Too little will starve them.
The reservoir should be topped up regularly, as plants use more water than nutrients. As lights are lowered and intensity increased, Marcel will mix the nutrients stronger.
Excess salts are flushed from the medium with pH-balanced water.
Having chosen the types of plants they wish to grow, Marcel and Barbel will now germinate the seeds in 1-inch rockwool cubes. Pre-soaking the rockwool overnight in a slightly acidic solution locks up elements in rockwool which might later affect the nutrient.
Rockwool is the most alkaline medium.
The flat of cubes are placed in a standard propagation tray with 1 seed per cube. Perlite covers the seeds to keep out light and retain moisture.
While propagating, vitamin B1 promotes faster, healthier rooting.
As the seeds begin to sprout, they'll water with a mild nutrient solution. When the first true leaves appear, the humidity tent is removed. After a short hardening off period, the seedlings are ready to be planted.
As plants begin to grow, so do their light and nutrient requirements.
Asexual, or stem cutting propagation, saves valuable time and provides exact genetic duplication of plants bearing desired traits. A healthy growing tip and a couple of leaves are all that is needed to clone the parent plant. A 3/16 to 1/8 inch stem is cut diagonally below a leaf node, then let stand in water until needed. Before dipping in a rooting compound, a fresh cut is made to increase their chances of success. The clipping is gently inserted about 1 inch deep into the rooting medium, in this case 1-inch rockwool cubes.
Do not over-fertilize young cuttings.
The cuttings are placed in a tray and covered. By removing the cover daily and misting with a kelp extract and vitamin B1 foliar spray, the unrooted clippings are fed directly through their leaves. Most plants will form roots in 7 to 10 days on an 18-hour light cycle.
The optimum temperature range for cuttings is 75 to 85 degrees.
The optimum humidity range is 80 to 85%.
The 1-inch starter cubes are inserted into larger cubes, which have been pre-soaked in a slightly stronger nutrient solution. The roots are immediately attracted to the higher concentration, growing through the cube and forming a root mass in just a few days. Marcel and Barbel have set the timer to flood the table twice a day. As plants mature, they may require up to 4 feedings a day. The strength of the solution will vary in relation to the available light and CO2.
As plants mature, increase the frequency, not the length of the flood cycles.
Planting the various seedlings in the NFT system is a simple procedure. The 1-inch rockwool cubes are placed slightly above the bottom of the growing cups and completely surrounded with haydite. The haydite supports the plant and holds the emitter tube in place. Larger plants may be trestled, staked, or tied up with some twine. This system's growth potential is primarily due to high root zone aeration. The humid chamber of this vertical garden will provide an ideal root environment. The plants are firmly anchored in the walls of the grow tube, and the weight of the nutrient-covered roots help hold them in place. In the drip system, 4-inch rockwool cubes are partially buried in the medium, and drip emitters are pushed into place. The volume of medium in the container provides a good buffer between roots and nutrient.
We hope this visual guide to indoor hydroponic gardening helps in your own endeavors.
More detailed information is available through books and free advice at hydroponic retail outlets.
Let it grow, let it grow. Let it blossom, let it flow. In the sun, the rain, the snow. Love is lovely. Let it grow. Looking for a reason to check out on my mind. Ain't hard to get a friend that I can count on. There's nothing left to show. Plant your love and